recreating things that you saw in the original 3 movies is really quite difficult, such as Darth Vader, Anakin. At the end of Return of the Jedi, when his helmet comes off and we see what he looks like, we've had to kind of do the earlier version of that. It was very confusing because to look at it, I didn't really think that it looked like he was burned. He had a kind of big gash down one side of his face and a gash on the top of his head, but no real burns as far as I could see. So to talk to George about that was really the only way we had of finding out what exactly was going on there. The only thing that we disagreed over were his eyebrows, actually. He has these big kind of bushy black eyebrows, and I said, I don't think he'd really have those at the end of the fire. I think, in fact, that would be the first thing to burn off. So we decided that those were gone. We lost those. Every time we put a makeup on, it's really the only time that makeup can be used because the pieces are very, very delicate. They're made of foam latex, and the edges are tissue thin so that we can lose them into the skin. When the makeup is removed, the whole piece is destroyed. And it usually takes about a day to paint up one set of appliances to be stuck on the actor. We'll have like 10 faces ready, and they'll all be painted exactly the same. Every skin pore, every dot, every broken blood vessel, every single thing is all perfectly painted on there. And then when we stick it on, we know it's going to be exactly the same every single day.
Mind that, will you?
Yeah.
One of the very first things that George said was, how are we going to do a PG burn? Even if you stylize it a little bit, you still have to make it quite graphic in order to make it really look like a fresh burn, because when we see it, it's just happened, you know.
I told you not to go surfing at night with a torch.
So I went back to him and I said, look, how much can we get away with here, and how nasty can we make it? And he basically just said, do what you have to. So I'm amazed. I think this is some very dark imagery for a Star Wars film. And of course, this is the darkest Star Wars film anyway, probably, out of all of them.
Oh, I hate you.